Do you know what is excretion and why excretion is called as a very important life process in all the living organisms? Is excretion and digestion one and the same? What are all the different products that will be usually excreted out? Do all the organisms excrete the same type of substances? What is the main organ for excretion? Is the organ for excretion same in all the living organisms? Do we have any other secondary organs for excretion? And what are all the different substances that are excreted outside the body of the organism? Are the materials same for all the living organisms? Let us try to find out about what is excretion. So excretion is derived from Latin word, okay, in which ex means out and crenere means to shift. So the process of shifting out the waste materials outside the body of the organism is what is called as excretion. So in excretion, what are all the substances that are getting excreted? Okay, so the substances which are getting excreted are called the metabolic waste. Metabolic waste, what are these metabolic waste? The waste which are produced by the cells. Okay, we know that all the living organisms are made up of cells and we are made up of trillions of cells. So each cell will be performing a particular function and will be releasing lot of waste. So this waste material which is released by the cells is what is called metabolic waste, which is sent out by the process of excretion. In the process of digestion, actually, it is the undigested waste that will be sent out through the intestines. So egestion is different, which is through the digestive system. Here it is excretion, wherein the metabolic waste are getting excreted. Then coming to what are all the substances that are getting excreted outside the body? So it is carbon dioxide, excess water, excess of the salts, urea, uric acid and ammonia. Okay, so out of all this, ammonia is considered to be the most poisonous waste that has to be excreted out. So usually urea, uric acid and ammonia, they are called the nitrogenous waste of our body because they contain nitrogen in them. Okay, so out of all this, the most dangerous is ammonia. So depending upon the product of excretion by the organisms are categorized as ureotelic, uricotelic and ammonotelic. Okay, so depending upon whatever is the product of excretion. Then coming to the what is the main organ of excretion in the case of humans or in the case of different chordates, it is kidneys. Okay, so kidneys are the main organs of excretion in the case of humans. So apart from kidneys, do we have any other secondary organs for excretion? Yes, we do have. So let us see what are those. Lungs are there, which will give out carbon dioxide. Liver, okay, will give out the bile pigments, which are the excretory products. Then skin, okay, sweat is eliminated, which will contain excess salts and water in it. Large intestine will help in elimination of some of the salts and also the undigested food. Apart from all this, okay, tears and saliva also help in the process of excretion. That's why, okay, our elders used to say that whenever a child cries, okay, they used to say that let the child cry for a while, it is good for the child. So why they used to say like that is because some sort of excretion do happens through the tears. So tears actually are a let out for our excretory products. So sometimes crying is also needed. Okay. So next let us see the type of excretory organs in different organisms. Do all organisms have the same type of excretory organs? No, because the living organisms, particularly animals, they are categorized into chordates and non-chordates. So chordates are those organisms which will have a backbone or a notochord, and non-chordates will not have a notochord or the backbone. So let us see first the primitive category, that is the non-chordates and the different phyla. What are all the excretory organs? Let us try to see. So in the case of the non-chordates, we have the protozoa. The representative example is amoeba. So the excretion basically will take place to the general body surface in the case of amoeba by the process of diffusion. Next we have is arthropods. So examples are here insects. So which will be through and malpighiasis are the structure. Next we have the porifera and colentrata. Porifera representative example, if you remember, is sponges. Colentrata, it is hydra. So in these, okay, the elimination will take place with the help of water. Actually, water will bathe all the cells inside the body and that water will be gushed out, which will take away all the waste materials outside the body of the organisms. Next, we have the phyla of Annelida. Okay, the representative example is earthworm. So here the excretory organs are the nephridia. Then we have the mollusca, wherein the organs are metanephridia. Snails, okay, are the examples for mollusca. Echinodermata, if you remember, starfish. So here you have is the water vascular system, which will be helping out in the excretion process. Then we have the nematoda, which are the roundworms. Here you have the rennet cells, which are the main organs for excretion. Then we have the platyhelminthes, that is the flatworms. Here the flame cells are the main excretory organs. So like this, in the case of non-chordates, you have all the different types of excretory organs depending upon the complexity of the organism. Next we have is, in the case of chordates, reptiles, aves, mammals, all of them, okay, the main excretory organs are kidneys. You know, we are all mammals, so we too have kidneys for excretion. So this particular table is very, very important from examination point of view. If you want to remember all these more properly, once you memorize it, and then through an abbreviation, you can just recollect that and write in the exam. So what is the way you can recollect is through these mnemonics what I have written. So I wrote some sentences there. So Papa, me and P. Okay, to remember the phyla, the first sentence what you remember is Papa, me and P. Okay, wherein all the phyla one by one will be covered there. So me and P, P is your friend, let us imagine some Parinit or whatever it is, whatever is the name of your friend, you can remember like that. And to remember, okay, the excretory organs, you can just remember BMW, okay, you know BMW is a car. So BMW, not merely wheels, real freedom. Okay, so like this, through a small mnemonic sentences, you can just memorize all the entire chart along with the phyla and the excretory organs and write it off within a jiffy in the exam. So hope you understood, and it is quite easy to memorize also.